You're lying in bed, lights off, blanket up to your chin. You do the thing you always do before sleeping. Open your banking app like it's social media, and there it is, your total debt balance, still sitting there, $18,742. Credit cards, a personal loan, that one store card you opened for 10% off today, student loans lurking like a horror movie sequel that never ends. You swipe between accounts like maybe the numbers will feel different from another angle. They don't. You do the math in your head. If I throw $500 extra a month, maybe in like forever, then your brain does that fun thing where it jumps ahead. You imagine the day it hits $0. You picture the screenshot, the deep breath, the I'm finally free moment. You think that's the finish line. Here's the catch. The day your debt finally drops low or disappears, the game doesn't get easier. It changes. Suddenly the emails show up. Pre-approved for $15,000. Upgrade your lifestyle. Earn rewards while you spend. It's like the system smells stability on you, like sharks in blood. You thought paying off debt was escaping the trap, but really, you just unlocked level 2, the part where most people slide right back in, because getting out of debt feels like winning. But the rules change, and if you don't change with them, most people end up right back where they started. Debt payoff feels like a math problem, but it's mostly a psychology problem. People imagine a straight road. I'll just be disciplined for a while. Reality? It's a roller coaster. You make progress, feel motivated, then life happens. Car repair, medical bill, birthday, burnout. I deserve this. The Federal Reserve reports that a huge chunk of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. That's not because everyone is irresponsible. That's because most people are walking a financial tightrope with no net. So when you're in debt, you're not just paying interest. You're paying the stress tax, the no margin for error tax, the everything feels urgent tax. And here's the twist. The system is tuned so you stay here. Minimum payments are designed to look manageable. Rewards programs make spending feel smart. Buy now, pay later turns future you into the unpaid intern of present you. So when someone says, just be more disciplined, that's like telling someone on a treadmill that keeps speeding up to just walk normally. You're not broken. That's almost everyone, which is why most debt payoff plans technically work on paper, but only one tends to work fast in real life, with real brains, real emotions, and real chaos. My name's Timmy. I'm obsessed with how money actually works. Not the motivational poster version, the messy human version. Quick note, this is education and entertainment, not financial advice. I'm not an advisor. Talk to a qualified pro about your specific situation. I'm just the guy pointing at the weird parts of the system and going, hey, that's suspicious. Alright, let's talk about the 5 debt payoff plans people use. Plan number 1, the minimum payment plan, also known as I hope time solves this. You pay what the statement tells you, nothing more. This is what banks quietly pray you'll do, because minimums are engineered. They're just high enough to keep the account alive, just low enough that you barely touch the principal. A $5,000 balance at high interest can take years and thousands in interest if you stick to minimums. Emotionally, this plan feels safe, low pressure. Mathematically, it's quicksand. Plan number 2, the interest rate avalanche method. You attack the highest interest debt first. Mathematically optimal. Spreadsheet people love this. On paper, this saves the most money. In reality, it can be slow to feel like progress. If your highest interest debt is also your biggest, you can throw money at it for months and barely see the balance move. Your brain goes, are we even doing anything? Motivation dips. You stall. This plan works great if you're a robot. Plan number 3, the balance snowball method. Smallest balance first. Quick wins, momentum. You knock out a $500 card, then $900, then $1,200. Psychologically powerful. You get proof that progress is real. This is why a lot of people actually stick with it, not because it's mathematically perfect, but because humans run on dopamine, not spreadsheets. But here's the issue. If you only focus on balances and never fix the behavior side, you can snowball your way out and then back in. Plan number 4, the extra money when I can. You throw leftovers at debt. Tax refund, debt. Bonus, debt. Good month, debt. Bad month, nothing. This feels responsible, but it's inconsistent. Debt hates inconsistency. Interest doesn't take breaks when you do. This plan usually drags on because it relies on willpower and good months, both of which are unreliable. Plan number 5, the hybrid momentum plan. This is the one that tends to work fast in the real world. It combines the psychology of the snowball with the math awareness of the avalanche, but adds one thing most plans ignore: rules for your future self. Phase 1, you still start with small wins. Kill a small balance fast. Feel progress, build momentum, but at the same time, you create guardrails. No new consumer debt. Small emergency buffer, even $500 to $1,000, so one flat tire doesn't undo everything. Automatic extra payment amount, not whatever's left. Phase 2. Once momentum is built, you pivot more toward higher interest debts while the habit is locked in. The key isn't just order, it's behavior design. Because the real battle isn't numbers. It's the moment you're tired, stressed, and your brain says, just put it on the card. Banks know stable people are profitable. Once your balances drop, offers increase. Limits go up. You feel safe. Spending feels justified. After scarcity, comfort feels earned. That's why people pay off $10,000, then quietly build $8,000 back. Let's do simple math. Say you have $10,000 in credit card debt at around 20%. That's roughly $2,000 a year in interest if it just sits there. If you pay an extra $400 per month consistently, you're not just chipping away, you're crushing the interest before it compounds into a monster. The timeline can drop from years to a couple of focused ones. Meanwhile, long-term investing averages around 7 to 10% historically. Debt at 20% is like investing in reverse. Guaranteed negative return. Studies from big investment firms show the average investor underperforms the market by a few percent because of behavior. Buying high, selling low, reacting emotionally. Same brain, same problem with debt. Boring, automatic, consistent usually wins. Not dramatic, not heroic, just steady. Let me tell you about Alex and Jordan. Alex pays off $12,000 in debt. Feels amazing. Celebrates by upgrading life a little. Nicer phone. Trip. A year later, $9,000 back. Not because Alex is dumb, because nothing structural changed. No rules, just vibes. Jordan also pays off $12,000. But before the last payment, Jordan sets a rule. Credit card gets paid in full every week. Emergency fund gets built next. Lifestyle stays the same for 6 more months. Jordan feels the same temptation, same ads, same world, but there's friction now, a system. 5 years later, Alex is still circling zero. Jordan has savings, no consumer debt, and options. Like changing jobs without panic. That's the difference. Not intelligence, not income. Structure. So here's your playbook. Simple. 1. Pick momentum first. Kill a small debt fast. Get a win. 2. Set a mini emergency buffer. Even $500 changes behavior. 3. Automate a fixed extra payment. Not leftovers, a rule. 4. After momentum, target high interest. Now math matters more. 5. Be suspicious of comfort. Stability triggers offers. Offers are traps dressed as rewards. Money isn't about perfection, it's about reducing the number of times your future gets hijacked by a random Tuesday. The goal isn't just debt-free, it's breathing room, options, the ability to say no without panic. The real catch is this: most people treat the day debt hits zero like a finish line. It's not. It's the floor. Protect your first stretch of progress like everything rests on it, because it does.